You are looking at one excited fan base, 50,400 plus. They are packed in here at Coors Field. The hometown advantage today will go to the Colorado Rockies here in the land of the Mile High. Glad to have you join us. Tuesday night edition of Major League Baseball on 2K Sports. Here's a look at Colorado's starter for this game. Steve will be watching how he approaches this Cleveland lineup.
A pretty even matchup right here. Quality right-hander against a quality lineup. And oftentimes we say good pitching beats good hitting. We'll see if that prevails in this one.
Now we'll take a look at the Indians offense. In our scouting report, John, who are we watching for today?
Well, one of the most fun players to watch in all of baseball is Drupal Cabrera. Very athletic, gifted shortstop, and he can also swing the bat. Coming into his own as a hitter, he's no easy out at the plate.
There's Grady Sizemore in the box now. He'll be leading off the game. First pitch coming up.
Number 2.
Here's the pitch. Slider misses badly with it. 1-0. He's hitting .333 lifetime off the Rockies.
And it's just amazing how he can have this team's number year in and year out.
And Sizemore, swing and a miss. That evens the count up.
Well, great movement on that two-seamer right there. Had him way out on his front foot.
It's fouled off. The 1-2 on its way. This is popped down the right field line. Should be room. One away. And we'll take a quick look here at the Rockies and how they're going to be fielding defensively.
Hey guys, you know, against an offense like this, defense becomes that much more critical. You cannot give them extra base runners or extra bases.
And it's Carlos Santana now with one away.
Well, Carlos Santana splitting time between first base and catcher last season, and you have to wonder if the bat comes around like everyone thinks he can, if he will be a permanent fixture at first to save the wear and tear from behind the plate.
Swings and hits this one deep down the line and left. This one's going to be fielded by Ramirez. He has to back up for it. He comes away with the out.
Designated hitter, number 49.
Number 3 hitter up. Ball hit high and deep. Left center field. Still going. He makes an unbelievable catch. That's going to rob him of a home run.
Now when you make a play like that, everybody in the dugout is smiling, greeting you with high fives. Instead of a home run, the inning is over.
And a good defensive half inning. 3 up, 3 down. Soon it'll be the Colorado Rockies. Bottom of the first.
For the Colorado
And
Rockies.
Justin Masterson is the pitcher. Cleveland's got him starting in this one. Steve, as he faces these Colorado hitters, what's he got on his mind?
Well, for Justin Masterson, he's a guy that has deception in the delivery, kind of slings the ball at the hitter. He relies on the movement on his fastball and the ability to get ground ball outs.
And Dexter Fowler with a swing and a miss for a strike, and the count is evened up.
Well, you see that pitch coming in, and it starts at the center of the plate, and all of a sudden, as soon as you start your swing, that's when that slider starts breaking away, gets out of the strike zone away. He can't stop his swing and swings and misses.
You're out. Strike 3. Dexter Fowler swinging through that one. He's back to the dugout.
Well, Gary, that's a great pitch right there. Great command and control. Hitting his spot down and in. It makes it real tough on the hitter.
And with one down, we'll get to see Dustin Ackley.
Well, the good news in 2011 is that the Indians came in second place in the AL Central. The bad news, they finished a full 15 games behind the Detroit Tigers.
That curve is just a little bit outside. 1 ball, no strikes. The Indian season, they had the outstanding start. Actually pretty good through May, Steve, but after that, and he got good wood up the middle. On to first, 2 away. Presenting our starting lineup. This is what Jim Tracy's done with the offense. Scouting pick, John. Who are we looking at today?
Well, Todd Helton was one of the best hitters in baseball in the prime of his career. But now nearing the end of his career, it's been a struggle for him. Let's see if he can break loose today with some hits.
And in the batter's box, it's Ramirez. Watches a changeup go by for strike one.
This is why changing speeds is so important for a pitcher. You get the hitter off balance, even more effective when it's down in the zone.
Well, Masterson goes right at him. That's strike two now. Fastball swung on and missed, and the side's retired. So Justin Masterson gets them 3 up, 3 down. The handiwork already on display. Strikes out 2 to start this ball game. And we'll see the Indians next. So Travis Hafner leading it off. Opening the fish for that one, 0-1. Good eye as Travis Hafner watches that one, count even.
Gary, the numbers seem to indicate he likes to go fastball on a 1-1 count, trying to get back ahead again.
Smash towards the middle, and there it is. That's our first hit of the ball game. So Asdrubal Cabrera will come up.
Well, that's the start they wanted right there. You get the first guy on with the inning, no outs. Big things could happen now.
Pitch on the way. Just missed with the fastball. 1-0. The 1-0 now. 1-0 is a fastball that runs away. 2-0. Up the middle. He's up with it. Over to second for 1. And they get 2. Great double play. Execution on that 6-4-3.
You have to have body control around the bag. Great acrobatic turn by the second baseman. Outstanding job.
It's Lonnie Chisenhall at the plate. There are 2 down. A ball hit high and deep. Left center field. This ball is way back there. He heads all the way back to the warning track and gets the out. Well, that was a quick inning right there. 7 pitches. Nobody on the board yet. And it's Casey Blake at the plate.
Number
49. Fastball is in there. It's 0-1.
You got the hitter down in a hole. You know he struggles with sliders when he's behind in the count. You got to throw him the slider.
Well, Masterson goes right at him. That's strike 2 now. And Blake comes up empty on the swing. Strike 3.
That's a pretty fast pitch right there. Hard to get that much break on it.
Well, he just looked overpowered on those 2 fastballs.
John thought the timing that time just didn't seem to be there in the at-bat.
Well, and a strikeout like that will give the pitcher a lot of confidence.
Strike 1. First pitch is a slider in there. 0-1.
Coors Field was its usual self, an offensive haven. The Rockies scored more runs at home than any other National League team, but unfortunately, they gave up more runs at home than any other team.
Swing and a miss on the fastball. Second out in the inning.
Well, just a great sequence of pitches. 3 good choices by the pitcher and the catcher, and he finishes them off quickly.
All pitchers love that. Those are short at-bats. You get it done in a hurry. And it's Todd Helton in the box now. At old Coors Field, the hitters do love it. But the pitchers, John, they struggled for the Rockies.
Oh, that's true, and they really faltered in September, especially here, where they lost 10 of 13 during that final month. Those arms were exhausted.
There's a swing and a ball into straightaway center. This ball is tagged. And he drops back to the warning track to pull it in. No scoring here. And if you're just joining in, Gary Thorne with Steve Phillips and John Kruk bringing you Major League Baseball here on 2K Sports. And Chen's in the box. Swing sends this one on a line to right center. And that gets through for a base hit. And that's going to bring Jason Kipnis up.
Well, anytime you get your first hitter up in the inning, big things could happen. It opens up a lot of holes in the defense, and it makes it a lot easier to hit for the guys behind you.
The pitch, and he tries to get one down. That's one. And there's two, a double play.
A beautiful looking double play right there. A pitcher's best friend.
That shortens the inning, shortens the number of pitches that have to be thrown. It's all about defense. Here's Xin-Zhuang with 2 away. He'll get his first look of the game here. Here's the pitch. He makes contact, line drive, and that'll put Chu on first. So that'll bring up Grady Sizemore.
Well, you know the pitcher was hoping to get that 3-up, 3-down inning. Little bit of a breather inning, but that single will extend this one a bit here.
Popped out, foul ground last time around. There he goes towards second. That'll do it as they put that one away. They pick up no runs on 2 hits and strand 1. And still a shutout here in Colorado.
The plate for the Colorado Rockies.
Good to have you with us here tonight. These fans are at the ball yard dealing with some pretty frigid weather. They're swung on, hit. And that one is through. First hit of the ball game for this club. That'll bring up Michael Kadaya.
Well, a nice piece of hitting right there. You get on base to start the inning with no outs. And, you know, all it does is you want to just keep the line moving if you're the guys behind him.
That's a foul ball. Foul! Good patience. Michael Kadaya letting it go by. Evens the count.
A great movement on that 2-seam fastball, trying to start it on the corner, running it off the plate. The hitter just laid off.
He's running, heading for second. And his throw, he is out. Great throw. And he strikes him out. Michael Kadaya caught. Well, it took 4 pitches, no wasted time right there, and he got him.
What I liked the most was he was very deliberate with what he had to do. He knew he can go out of the strike zone to get the punch out, and that's what he did, getting him to swing.
First pitch, a fastball. That's in there for a strike.
Better to go after the fastball when a guy has quality secondary pitches. Even though it's down in the zone, you've got to swing at that.
Yeah, with 2 strikes on him, Hernandez, he doesn't want to go down swinging here.
Well, he wasn't trying to hit a single the other way with that swing. He's trying to take that ball out of the ballpark. Let me tell you, if he gets another pitch in that location, look out, we might have a souvenir.
That one gets through for a base hit.
And the plate for the Colorado
Pitcher's count, hitter's pitch.
That's an 0-2 count, a little too aggressive on the pitcher's part coming into the strike zone. Good piece of hitting.
And it rolls around to the top again. He was a strikeout victim last time through the lineup. Struck out swinging last time. The first pitch, hot shot towards the hole. Number 25 throws to first in time. That's 3 down. And Justin Masterson will head off. Nothing doing through 3 innings for him. And we'll see the Indians next.
coming to bat for the Cleveland
Take a look at
Indians.
Carlos Santana. Clutch situation right here, guys. He can work the count. Look for him to try to get a good pitch to hit.
0 for 1 thus far.
Well, this is a good move right here. You're bringing in the better defensive player. Defense helps you win games.
He delivers. This one's pretty well hit to deep left center. This one's going to be fielded by Ramirez. And he gets over to take care of business.
Well, I followed the scouting reports. They moved the outfielders back before the play, and they were in exactly the right position to be able to make the catch. Good coaching.
Up again their DH. Last time up, flew out. First pitch fastball misses badly that time. 1-0.
Well, Gary, into the 4th inning right here now. They've gotten 3 hits in this one, so they've had a few base runners, but they haven't been able to lump them together to be able to generate any runs so far.
Swing and a hot shot. And that's through a base hit. So that brings up Travis Hafford.
Well, he stayed behind the ball right there real well. Got himself that 1-out base hit.
Well, what types of pitches have been put in play here today? Here's a quick breakdown of exactly that.
Well, guys, the slider's the pitch you notice. It's been hit 2 times so far in this one.
Well, you know, that pitch, even though it's been hit a couple of times, at this point in the game, he's still got a shutout going, so not a lot of weakness to point to. He's getting out of the innings unscathed. Defense is getting the job done behind him.
A swing line to left center. And that one is in there. His second hit today. Now Cleveland, here's the chance they won.
Now this separates the men from the boys at the plate. 0-2 count, coming up with a big base hit.
You got to keep battling, and that's what he did, even though that pitch was away. 1 out with runners at first and second. Here it comes. This one's grounded foul wide of first. Swing and a liner to right center. And there's another one. Couple of quick hits. Here comes a runner for the plate. And he'll come in to score.
You talk about a late inning ball club. They needed a big hit late in the game, in the final inning, and they got it. Clutch hitting, clutch performance. What a team.
Now batting with 1 away. Here's Lonnie Chisenhall. Getting out in front any time of the ball game, you want to do that. Now you try and build on it.
Well, at this point in the game, we've seen some very important run production to get on the board early.
Swings and misses the slider. 0-1. And no doubt, guys, that you get the edge in a game at this stage, at least, you got a chance to build some good momentum.
You know exactly right. You want to keep your offense going every time you come in to hit, but you also want to put up zeros after you score runs.
And he fouls another one off.
Well, the last thing you want to do in this situation is strike out. But with an 0-2 count, your chances are pretty good that you will strike out. But this defensive approach will keep him alive.
Got him there. That was a nice strikeout.
You've got to have better plate discipline than that. With 2 strikes, you need to be defensive and try to make contact. But when you get a fastball, you need to read whether it's a strike or not.
And Chen's in the box. He singled his last strip. Hit up the middle. And another one. It's contagious. And he's in there.
Now coming to bat for the Cleveland.
Well, you see the pitch down in the zone a little bit, but he got a good piece of wood on it and drives it.
What you like about that at bat is the discipline to keep the head in.
Well, I'll tell you what, he changed locations, went down to the zone. It's a solid piece of hitting.
And Jason Kipnis will be looking to drive something in here. And Steve, the offense continues to produce. They keep building on it.
Well, at this point in the game, we've seen some very important run production to get on the board early.
Ball. And Jason Kipnis looks at that one. It is a ball. The count is even. And no doubt, guys, that you get the edge in a game at this stage, at least. Here's a swing and a liner to left center. This one into the gap, rolling towards the wall. Around third, heading home. And he scores from second base.
Now coming to bat.
Probably thinking about the matchups here as we check the bullpen. Left-handers throwing.
Oh, that's right. I think they're getting him loosened up to face the hitter in the on-deck circle.
Cleveland continuing to deliver big offense. 2 out and 2 on for Xin-Zhuang. So the direction here, swung on, a fly ball heading towards the corner and right. That's caught. Side is retired. 3 big runs across, the first 3 of the game coming here in the 4th. The Tribe lead it 3-0.
Coming to bat for the Colorado.
Their shortstop in the box.
Number 99.
He fouls that one off. A line drive towards short. And his throw gets him on the way.
Left fielder. Number 99.
And in the batter's box, it's Ramirez. Struck out swinging his last time up. And Now we've got Chris Perez out on the mound. They've decided it was time to make a change here.
I'll tell you what, this is one of those decisions you can go either way. He's pitched pretty well to this point, but it is getting late. Do you want to take any chances? The manager decides to go to the pen.
Fastball in there for a called strike.
Now's the time he goes to the slider. This guy struggles in this situation. It's a good pitch for him.
Back up the middle, and that's a base hit. Ramirez on board with a single. That will bring up Casey Blake.
I tried to go down with that 0-1 pitch, but it gets blasted right back for the base hit.
But the way he went after that in the box, Steven, looked like he might have been guessing down there.
Now, I'll tell you what, you have to make contact behind him to count. He got a pitch over the heart of the plate and took advantage of it.
Well, the old veteran Casey Blake didn't have an easy go of things last season. He missed a lot of games throughout the year and wasn't able to contribute like he normally does.
And Perez can try and make him chase it now with the count 0-2. Certainly, Casey Blake's numbers last year down because he battled for most of the year. That pinched nerve in his neck, one of those that just is troublesome, even though you're trying to stay in the lineup, John.
Yeah, that injury pretty much closed his campaign in 2011, and anyone who's had any neck injury.
Smashes that one towards the shortstop. And it is in there. That's going to bring the tying run to the plate. Good offensive chance here.
Designated hitter.
He takes this 1-2 pitch. It's down in the zone. He's able to go down and get it. Get a good part of the bat on the ball and pick up the base hit.
That's a tough pitch to hit when you're behind in the count. You just want contact, and he got it. Now they have that starter warming up in the bullpen. I didn't think the situation was quite that desperate, Steve.
No, I don't like this at all. It's not good baseball. Save your starter for the game. It gives the thought of desperation, which you don't want your team to pick up on.
And we're going to have a meeting on the mound, a little discussion.
Well, a little discussion maybe to talk about how to approach this next hitter. Get a sense of where this pitcher is.
Watches a fastball that's in there, 0-1.
Gary, he gets a little over anxious at the plate when the count goes to 0-1, so look for them maybe to expand the strike zone and get him to chase something.
Tyler Colvin looks at it. It's a ball. It's an even count.
One thing we know is he's not going to take a borderline pitch at 1-1. He likes to swing the bat, so I'm not giving him anything too fine and see if I can't get him to hit into an easy out.
2 away. With that, they'll hold the runners at first and second.
2 outs now. Those runners are still standing on base. Let's see if he can find his way out of this with the lead intact. Gary, think. He's really heating up out there right now. Todd Helton looks like he's ready to put a quality at bat together.
He's part of this offensive lineup and counted on by the manager. And we've got Fausto Carmona out on the mound. They've decided it was time to make a change here. Gets away from him. The 1-0 pitch. I think he lost the feel on that slider, and it's 2-0.
When you throw a breaking ball like this, you want to start it on the corner and break it off the zone, trying to get the hitter to chase. The hitter didn't take the bait here.
That's a ball now 3-0, and Helton, as good as he is with that strike zone, probably gets the green light.
Well, he didn't chase that one. That pitch down and away. Good movement on the cut fastball. He just laid off of it. It's a pitch with 2 strikes. You better be swinging it, though.
Full count. And the change floats in there, 3-2. Swing and lined up the middle, and that is in there. The tying run is on base, and Ramirez is home.
They're not out of this one yet. They're chipping away at this thing. Now just a 2-run margin. Let's see if they can keep it going. Now, Gary, an opportunity for Jonathan Herrera to come up big for his team and make a name for himself.
They are keeping the pressure on here. This offense knows it's got a chance to get back into this game.
Well, with the bats like we just saw, you know they're gaining some confidence right now, cutting the deficit and getting themselves a little bit closer. Let's see if they can take the lead.
And here's the pitch. Ball. Good patience. Jonathan Herrera lets that one go by. It's a good eye. evens the count up. Yeah, Steve, with that lead shrinking the way it is right now, you can just tell by watching. They've got the feeling they're back into this thing.
You just want to keep yourself in a position to close the gap early so you don't have a mountain to climb later in the game. The later it goes, the more difficult it is. Let's see what he does here.
No, he did not, so he will continue this at bat. Fastball called strike 2.
Now that he's gotten the four-seamer down and in, look for him to go outside now.
Line towards third and foul. Here's the pitch. And he struck him out, and the ball game is over. Well, they got that tying run on base, stranded over at first.
A tough loss here for this crowd today, but boy, do they see some kind of pitching performance from the visiting team.
As we present our Player of the Game award, definitely a key factor in this one as Drupal Cabrera.
Well, sometimes it doesn't matter how many hits you get, but it's when you get them. And that's how this game was decided. The one big hit of the entire game, and it's easy to see why we singled him out as the player of the game.
Real good ball game. Great battle here, and the pitching, the better part of it, came away with a win.
And before the game, you probably would have thought 3 runs might not be enough to win this game, but lo and behold, it was.
Great day for baseball here at 2K Sports. Thank you for tuning in. I'm Gary Thorne with John Kruk, Steve Phillips, and our great 2K Sports crew. We wish you a great rest of the day or night, wherever you may be in baseball.